Hey, this week we're going to talk about food in the town of Pine Top Lakeside and, of course, the chili cook-off. So let's do this. Hey, it's time for the Arizona White Mountain Podcast Community Shout. We're hanging out here in the studio, and this week there's less guests. Garrett came back. I don't know what happened. But anyways, we're starting off this morning with Allison Hephner.
And Community Project Management Services.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. I want to talk about the Building a Better Rural Arizona Through Effective Civic Engagement event.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a
right?
mouthful.
So Arizona Town Hall is a program that brings community together to discuss the issues in each community and try to identify resources, services, potential programs that can be implemented, just ways that the community has the ability to provide a voice when it comes to certain topics, and then together they can identify possibly resources or even strategies to address these issues. So the issues this time are mental health, substance use, and homelessness. All three are very prominent in Navajo County.
Yes.
So we're coming together and we're creating this event on Monday, August 29th at Summit Healthcare. Light breakfast will be provided. It's a Monday, and it's from 9 to noon.
And it's here.
It's in Sholo. They're going to provide a little bit of food. We're trying to work on hybrid because we want as many people can come and provide their voice, but we want to make sure that's well intended. And we get to discuss mental health, substance use, and homelessness.
Very good.
This is a kickoff to the Community Health Needs Assessment, which is going to be done in 2023.
So who should come to this event?
Anybody who has lived experiences with mental health, substance use, and homelessness. So if you've been homeless before, if you suffer from substance use disorder, or if you have mental health conditions, or somebody in your family has experienced those issues, be an advocate. Come in and tell. Individuals who have lived experience are so important because those that don't and they're making the decisions,
right.
It's not going to be realistic to the expectation. The expectation is not going to be realistic. So the idea is make sure that they're there, as well as individuals who provide services and programs for homeless, substance use, and mental health, and then our leadership, our elected officials. So that would look like city, town, council.
Right.
Individuals. It also looked like first responders would be good to go because they respond to a lot of these issues. Church groups that are, churches have programs for the homeless and people who need housing and food.
Yeah. Do they need to register?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so the registration will be down below. Just click on the link. And then Is there a cost?
No, it's for free.
Awesome. Very cool. Just got to register and commit yourself in there. And if you make it, you can. But yeah, do that, please.
Yeah, be a voice for the community. This is a phenomenal time to do this. Arizona Town Hall, I've done it before. It's a very, we did it online, but it's not a small organization. They're a rather large organization
right.
in talking about the issues and trying to find ways to mitigate those issues. So this is the first rural Arizona that we're going to be doing. So it's very exciting to be able to have a voice. So everybody says, oh, the state of Maricopa, they get all the funding. Well, now we have the opportunity.
Give your input.
To voice what our community looks like when it's coming to these. Because I can tell you that being on these calls, I'm like, it doesn't look like rural. It's not us. And it's not because it's urban, it's metro, even when you look at Flagstaff is not a rural area.
No.
It is a micro metro area, or however they call it, micro-urban.
Big college.
So the Community Council on Mental Health is getting ready to meet in June, at the end of June. I think it's the 20th, but I'll provide that information. And we're bringing our first responders together in that meeting to discuss mental health and their response to mental health. We have some individuals who provide mental health first aid for first responders working with adults and children that we're interested in engaging in our first responders throughout Navajo County. And first responders are police, sheriff, and fire. We want those individuals at the table because we're getting a new REBA into our area. Previously, the Health Plan Health Choice took over the REBA and they manage that. So that's extra funding when it comes to mental health.
And what's REBA?
Don't ask me.
Okay.
Please. Yeah, don't ask me. But it's awesome. because it's more focused on really treatment or resources regarding mental health and substance use disorder. They have a crisis response team that they're looking at engaging and getting up here where possibly, I don't want to say it's going to happen because, you never promise things, but what they're used to in their other areas that they have the contract for is they create crisis response that responds for a mental health or a substance use disorder issue with first responders or fire or instead of. And that works in Cochise County very well, which is a rural area that's all similar to us. We've been to Tombstone. We know that area. They're rural. They be rural.
Yeah.
So that is more promising. So those individuals will be on the call. Other first responders that support that training will be on the call as well. And we're just trying to hear what our first responders' issues are, what their barriers might be, so that we can address that in the new REBA and with our partners and build a program that gives them the tools, the support, and the knowledge to go on calls and that might have a mental health crisis.
Very cool. Awesome. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. I'll provide you with that information so people can log in.
Okay, once again, it's Allison Hephner with CPMS AZ.
Yes,
Thank you. Okay, this weekend, if you didn't notice, we were at the chili cook-off, the White Mountains chili cook-off there in Pinetop Lakeside. I keep calling it Chili Fest because I want to change the name, but whatever. But I want to take a look at who the winners were. We got some footage from that, so take a look.
We want to thank you for attending the 4th Annual White Mountains Chili Cook-Off and the voting to help determine today's winners. First place in the chili category is going to get, again, that beautiful bear carved by Trent Penrod. Let's start with the most creative team. Winner is Crockery Cafe. Big round of applause for the Crockery Cafe most creative team. The winner in the cobbler category, White Mountain Country Club. Our third place chili team, Netflix and Chili. Second place in the chili category, White Mountain Country Club. The grand prize, first place, to a gentleman who's going to have to build a trophy case, the Crockery Cafe. Ladies and gentlemen, one more big round of applause for all of our participants, all the teams that entered today. Great job.
So awesome, the Crockery Cafe. Crockery Cafe, speaking of, we've been talking about restaurants, food. Pinetop Lakeside's all about hiking during the day, having fun, and then coming back and having a great meal and, maybe some drinks or stuff. So check out these restaurants. Of course, Crockery Cafe, we're going to start with. Great little place. He has grown that from literally just a crock pot sitting in a corner of a place to the restaurant that you see now. And then one of my favorites is the Pasta House. The Pasta House I love, great food, great atmosphere, and that is a family-run operation. So, you get individualized care there. It's pretty phenomenal. Stop by and say hello to them. Tell them that the town of Pinetop Lakeside says hello, and Birdman does as well. So lots of fun, lots of food, lots of drinks. Hey, that's going to be it for this week's Community Shout. Remember, if you want to come in and shout out an event that you've got going on, all you got to do is come at 10 a.m. on Tuesday mornings and, just double check with us. You can drop us a message via Messenger on Facebook or Rob at birdman.media. That's real easy. Come on in. It's free to do so. If you're just a small community group or something like that, come on in, shout it out, and I'll see you around town. And if I don't, as I always say, I'll catch you right here on the web.